death, the destroyer of worlds. In 1945, Oppenheimer trembled as he watched the mushroom cloud rise. But he did not know this. That fire had already burned on Earth thousands of years before. Vitrified ruins in the Indus Valley, mysterious glass scattered across deserts. Was this a prehistoric nuclear war or a catastrophe from the sky? Perhaps Earth has already been destroyed once. Activate observer mode. Welcome to the truth. Prehistoric destruction. Let us begin in Pakistan at Mohenjo-daro. 4,000 years ago, this city possessed advanced urban planning, and then it suddenly collapsed. The most disturbing discovery is the presence of 44 human skeletons scattered across the streets. Mainstream archaeology argues they died at different times, perhaps from famine or disease, but their final positions are unsettling. Some are holding hands. Some appear to have fallen mid-stride, as if disaster struck in a single instant. There are no sword wounds, no signs of animal scavenging. It is as though time itself was frozen, and they were sealed beneath history's dust. If the cause of death remains debated, the stones tell a far clearer story. Across the site, archaeologists uncovered vitrified clay and a rock, material that has been melted into glass. This requires temperatures exceeding 2,000 degrees Celsius. Such heat is normally found only in volcanic eruptions or meteor impacts. Yet there is no volcano here, no impact crater. There is only one historical parallel that produces nearly identical material: the nuclear test site in New Mexico, where sand was fused into green glass. This resemblance has led many researchers to ask a terrifying question: are these two sites connected by the same kind of destruction? What if we set aside modern arrogance and listen to ancient voices? The Indian epic Mahabharata describes a war of annihilation. Listen carefully to these words: a blazing column of smoke, brighter than 1,000 suns, bodies burned beyond recognition, nails fell out, birds turned white, food became poison. These lines were written thousands of years ago. How could ancient poets so precisely describe the symptoms of gash, radiation sickness, and the shape of a key mushroom cloud? Is this merely metaphor, or a record of a real catastrophe? Perhaps a comet detonating in the atmosphere? This kind of extreme heat is not confined to India. Across the Libyan desert, vast fields of yellow-green glass litter the sands. Even the scarab of Tutankhamun was carved from this material. Scientific analysis reveals traces of iridium, an element commonly associated with extraterrestrial impacts. This leads to a more grounded, yet equally terrifying explanation. A meteor airburst, a massive object detonated in the atmosphere before reaching the ground, releasing heat equivalent to hundreds of Hiroshima-level atomic bombs. This was not human nuclear warfare, but to ancient civilizations, it would have felt indistinguishable from divine judgment, the beginning of a nuclear winter. We often believe nuclear energy is a modern invention, but Earth mastered it long before we did. In Oklo, Gabon, scientists discovered a natural nuclear reactor active 2 billion years ago. Under precise geological conditions, uranium deposits underwent sustained nuclear fission for hundreds of thousands of years. This proves one thing beyond doubt: nuclear reactions do not require human technology. Nature itself is a nuclear laboratory, so we must ask, could an ancient civilization have accidentally triggered a powerful natural energy they did not understand and paid the ultimate price? Finally, we turn to Scotland. Here stand dozens of so-called vitrified forts. Thick granite walls have been melted, fused into solid glass. Experimental archaeology shows that ordinary wood fires struggled to produce such complete vitrification. Sustained temperatures above 1,000 degrees Celsius would have been required. Why were these fortresses built? And what enemy demanded such heat? Greek fire, meteor impacts, or a forgotten high-temperature weapon? The stone has turned to glass, but the truth has turned into mystery. From Indian epics to Africa's natural nuclear reactor, our search for prehistoric nuclear war may not be about proving the existence of aliens. It may be a warning, Civilization is fragile. Whether from cosmic disaster or human arrogance, destruction requires only a moment. One day, will our skyscrapers become the vitrified ruins that baffle a future civilization? I am Omni Luma. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Next time, we turn our gaze to the final watcher, the